Narito ang makabuluhan at siksik na talakayan. Ang programang may puso at kapupulutan ng aral ukol sa seguridad at kaligtasan. Umaksyon, maging alerto. Anghel, Guarda.
Blaze Records. Easy.
Isang masaya, mapayapa at ligtas na araw Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao.
Huwag ka na malungkot, andito na ako. Pupunasan ko ang luha sa mga mata mo. Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa'yo.
Binabati natin ang lahat ng mga Pinoy all over the world, mula sa Amerika,
nasa
Europa,
ngumiti ka lang
UAE, Qatar,
lahat ng iyong
at
hirap at
Russia.
masakit ay merong sagot.
Ating kakwatihan,
mong mundo
sundaluhan,
na nababalo.
kapulisan,
Bubuksan ko yan at
sa public
bibigyan ko ng
safety,
liwanag.
peace and
Magtiwala
order,
ka
mga
lang
empleyado
at
ng
huwag kang
pamahalaan,
mapagyabang.
mga ordinaryong
Andito ako,
manggagawa, may
handa kitang
kapansanan
ipaglaban.
kaman o wala,
Kahit anong
ang
mangyari,
ating mga
di
kabataan o ang ating mga tinatawag
andito na
millennial. Mula po sa amin dito sa programa Anghel de la Guardia, programa para sa Guardiang Pilipino, karapatan ng mga manggagawang tagaligtas at lahat ng manggagawang Pilipino ukol sa kaligtasan at kahandaan.
Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa iyong
the
Anghel de la
national
Guardia.
security community, whole of government and whole of society working together para ayusin yung intergenerational problem na yan.
Si Chairman mismo nagpunta to see ginagawa ng mga tropa natin mandato na mag-check ng mga drivers, lalong-lalo na yung mga babiyahe na malayo.
Kahit ang turing mo sa
Ako
akin
po ang inyong lingkod, Mike Guardia, Datuin, nagbabalita, naghahayag at naglilingkod para sa kaligtasan at kapayapaan ng bawat
luha sa
mamamayan.
mga mata mo. Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa iyong Anghel de la Guardia. Huwag ka na malungkot, andito na ako. Pupunasan ko ang luha sa mga mata mo. Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa iyong Anghel de la Guardia. Huwag ka na malungkot, andito na ako. Pupunasan ko ang luha sa mga mata mo. Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa iyong Anghel de la Guardia. Huwag ka na malungkot, andito na ako. Pupunasan ko ang luha sa mga mata mo. Di ka na magdurusa pagkat ako magsisilbi sa iyong Anghel de la Guardia.
Seguridad at kaligtasan ay responsibilidad ng bawat mamamayan. Mapasaan ka man, lakasan ang loob at magtiwala dahil lahat tayo ay may Anghel de la Guardia.
Ito po si Martin Aguda. Kayo po ay nakikinig sa Anghel de la Guardia ni Mike Datuin.
Kayo po ay nakikinig sa Anghel de la Guardia sa DWDD.
Hi, this is retired General Emiliano D. Templo. You are listening to the program of Mike Datuin, otherwise known as Anghel de la Guardia.
Ako po si Bong Lebriha, ang head ng EDSA Special Traffic and Transport Zone ng MMDA. Kayo po ay nakikinig sa Anghel de la Guardia ni Mike Datuin. Samahan niyo po kami.
Hello, magandang araw po. Ako po si Congressman Mike Aglipay ng Diwa Party List. Ako po ay nag-imbita sa inyo na manood ng Anghel de la Guardia sa DWDD tuwing Sabado mula alas 3 hanggang 5 ng hapon. Maraming salamat po.
Hello, good evening to everyone. Isang masaya, mapayapa at ligtas na araw sa lahat ng ating mga taga-subaybay ng programang Anghel de la Guardia, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Dito sa La Guardia News Online FB page at DWDD 1134 kHz AM radio via at Katropa DWDD CRS VR TV. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa atin ng La Guardia News at tanod ng malayang Pilipino. Binabati natin ang lahat ng mga Pinoy all over the world mula sa Amerika, Europa, sa lahat ng bahagi ng Asya, Binabati rin natin ang lahat ng ating mga kagwardiyan, kasundaluhan, kapulisan, kaakibat sa public safety, peace and order, mga empleyado ng pamahalaan at mga pribadong kumpanya, mga ordinaryong manggagawa, may kapansanan man o wala, mga kababaihan at mga kabataan, at ang ating kani-kanilang mga pamilya at mga mahal sa buhay, lalo ang lahat ng mga may kamag-anak na naiwan malayo sa kani-kanilang pinagtatrabahuhan. Higit sa lahat ay ang ating sambayan ng Pilipino saan ka man dito sa Pilipinas and all over the world. Mula po dito sa amin, sa programang Anghel de la Guardia, ang programang para sa Gwardyang Pilipino Karapatan ng mga manggagawang tagaligtas at lahat ng manggagawang Pilipino ukol sa kaligtasan at kahandaan. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Mike Laguardia, Datuin, nagbabalita, naghahayag at naglilingkod para sa kaligtasan at kapayapaan ng bawat mamamayan. Tayo ay mag-uusap tungkol sa Psalm 101. Ito po ang ating programa ngayon. Inaayahan po natin ang lahat na sumubaybay, sumali at magbigay komento, sumali sa usapan, magbigay ng reaksyon at opinion sa pamamagitan ng pag-type lang dito sa ating comment space, dito sa ating La Guardia News Online FB page. Or pwede rin nating masundan sa via replay every Saturdays sa pamamagitan ng DWDD, Katropa DWDD CRS VR TV page every 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, Saturdays. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan i-like. Don't forget to like and share our program tonight. And please like us also on my YouTube page, YouTube channel, Michael Datuin YouTube channel, and of course subscribe and share and just keep on sharing. Okay, so everyone can join and watch this very great topic that we have. What is Psalm 101? To join us, this is now our second salvo. To join us, we have my an influencer in the United States, in New Jersey to be specific. And as an influencer, social media influencer, he has built an audience, not just in New Jersey, but all over the US and the world. So here he is, Mr. Christopher Ward Jr. Hey, brother, how are you?
I am well. I am well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, of course. Can't complain. There's no sense anyway. So there's no sense complaining anyway. So, but we're good. We have to think positive.
Yes.
Just like what the program is all about. Psalm 101, verse 2 to 3. I will walk with integrity of heart within my house. I will not set before my eyes. I will not set before my eyes anything that is worthless. I hate the work of those who fall away. It shall not cling to me. So it's very strong words of positivity, and I guess that's why I can't complain, buddy.
and if you did, I don't think anyone would listen, right? Even if you did.
There it goes again. Yeah.
I am happy to be here.
Thank you. How's everything on your side of the world?
Everything on my side of the world is it's good. It's good. It's morning here, and I know it's evening in the Philippines. So hello to all the people who are staying up to watch this. We appreciate you. Before I get into that, I just have to say another happy birthday to Uncle Tito's Datuin in New Jersey. I want to make sure I get that out to him. A lot of love. And I want to say to my beautiful wife, mahal na mahal kita.
There you go.
All right. I got to make sure I tell her how much I love and appreciate her.
He got it right, Grace.
Working on it.
There's more things to come.
Yeah, it's a lot of class. But this is exciting. This is exciting to talk about Psalm 101, and which is professionalism, service, attitude, leadership, and management. And I think last week We had
Yeah.
such a great conversation. We had to save it for the rest of it for today. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to get into it.
Definitely. And before we get into that, we have to remind them, where did we end, Chris? Do you remember? Would you, or probably you could give a short recap of what we have discussed last week?
We discussed
Professionalism.
professionalism. Professionalism was the main topic, but there were layers to it. There were levels to the professionalism that we were speaking to, and I think one of the big ones that we talked about was integrity, and what that means to bring your integrity from your home into the professional workplace, and then bringing that integrity from the professional workplace back into your home, and hopefully it overflows into your community, which is what we're all about: building our community and loving our community. Mm-hmm.
So we before we were able to get to integrity, I think that's where we're going to start now, where we're going to pick it up from, because we were able to lay down we started the 8 characteristics of professionalism, and we were able to discuss about competence, knowledge, conscientiousness,
Yes, indeed.
and then integrity. So we have 4 more to go. And talking about integrity as one of the last very important point, as you said, we'll just do a short recap on what is integrity, and then we're going to move through the other characteristics. That cool?
That sounds great to me.
All right, buddy. So the last part that we had was what is integrity, and we were able to discuss that integrity is a characteristic that many of us value in ourselves, and it's one we look for consistently in our leaders. But what does it really mean to have integrity? So we were able to read out some things that was listed in my notes, and then we shared. Number 1 is adherence to moral and ethical principles, soundness of moral character, honesty. These are the real meat, the strongest meat of them all.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
So we have, then the second one is the state of being whole, your entire or undiminished. So that's this brief second description of integrity coming from the Random House Dictionary. The third one is a sound, unimpaired, or perfect condition.
Mhm.
Although the definition is sound, it can be a bit more complex to define integrity in our everyday lives. You could say that integrity is always doing the right thing, even when no one is looking,
For sure.
and even when the choice isn't easy. These are the hard times when no one is looking. Or you might see integrity as staying true to yourself and your word, even when you're faced with serious consequences for the choices that you're making. I mean, this. I just need to repeat that. Or you might see integrity as staying true to yourself and your word, even when you're faced with serious consequences for the choices that you're making. You see that plays a very big role in I think in everyone. But I was about to say in this country, in our country here in the Philippines, because the way I look at it, in my opinion, it's very important, because there's such thing in Spanish that they say, palabra de honor. Your word is your bond.
For sure.
And for the longest time, Filipino culture had that as one of its virtues. And it's been a while since I've seen some that have those. I'm sorry to say, it's not that I'm riddled by friends that don't have them. It's just that it's not that kind of thing that you see often.
Definitely. You know what? The same would go here in the U.S. I think there's a generational change where it hasn't been able to been it hasn't been passed down correctly to show what that looks like visually and in action. So I could agree that it's very rare that you see it, but when you do, it stands out for sure.
Definitely. And wouldn't it be a better place to live at, to be at, when when I used to be there, when we used to live in Flemington, there's one house is like far away, far apart from the other, and it's unlike in Bridgewater where it's one after the other, at least to the area where we were at, and whenever there's someone that passes by, they always just greet them.
For sure.
Hey, hi, you and it's contagious. To me, I find it contagious because having positive people around you makes your world positive. How your outlook is, how you decide, how
Mhm.
you think, and how
Mhm.
you start living your life. But just make a comparison out of it. Humor me. One time, you just do this. You hang out with one that are positive, and then you hang out one that are negative, and you will see the difference. Um, what it does to you and how it grows to you, through you. i- It's so far apart.
It is. It is. No,
Right?
I agree with you. It's kind of similar to like seeing, let's just say you are a fish, right? You're a
Yeah.
fish in water. And if the tank that you're in, the fishbowl that you're in is very small, that could be like negative people, right? You're only going to
Right.
grow to the size of the fish tank. But if you're
Yeah,
in a
you have
huge fish
small
tank,
wiggle space.
small wiggle space, right? Exactly. But if you're in a big fish tank, you could
Oh,
grow as far as
oh yeah.
possible, right? And that's what
Yeah,
positivity does.
I could have been as tall as you. Well,
I tell my sons that all the time. Stay around positive people so you can grow.
I have to stay around tall people.
Tall people, yep. Hands. I try to stay around handsome people. 'Cause, it helps me. I don't look as handsome as they do, so it helps helps my looks.
And there you go. It's a hint. So for those who are listening, you know what to do. So gentlemen and ladies and kids and elders who are listening now in our broadcast, we're not trying to teach you how to live your life. We're just sharing with you how we see things, and being guided by the principles of Psalm 101, achieving leadership, your leadership potential in today's society, is what we're only trying to share from our opinion. We're not saying that our opinion is good, our opinion is best. It's up to you, but we're sharing it because we're proud about it, and we think that it's worth discussing, because there's so many people there that are thirsty for the understanding of leadership, who are being given now the 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 position or the responsibility of being a leader, um 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 un, unaware of how big the responsibility is and how far it falls back, um in knowing the full effect of what their decisions may be today can affect the lives of so many how do you say that, Chris? So many
Generations to come.
generations to come.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. That's
Yeah, you
huge.
have to help me out in some of my English because I'm losing my English.
I'm losing my English too. So so
I'll
I'm
catch you when you need to speak Tagalog. But
I'm
You have to back me up. You have to watch my six on my English language.
I have your back. I have your back. This is how it goes, right? The positivity and just like
Exactly.
what you were sharing, right? Sometimes walking with integrity is very difficult when you're by yourself, right?
True.
It's very difficult because you're battling your own thoughts and your own conditions and your own environment, and you need groups of people who can see your blind spot. It's so
Even when you're faced with serious consequences for the choice that you're making.
that's tough. That's
Wow.
tough, right? Just a quick story. My son,
True. Go ahead.
one of my sons, he's in high school, right? He's
Uh-huh.
15 years old, and we had to have a conversation in the car. And I said, do you know you have a personal brand? And he looked at me. He's like, "What is a personal brand?" I said, and I told him simply, it's what people say about you and think about you when you're not around. Right. And as
Yeah.
we're driving in this car, and I said, every time you make a decision that is negative, it will negatively impact your brand, and it will attract certain people and repel certain people. But every time you do something positive, a good decision for your brand, it opens up doors when you're not around.
Right. True.
So it's as simple as that. It's your decision making. It's not about being perfect. I want everybody to know that now. You do not have to be perfect to walk with integrity. You just have to use wisdom when making decisions every day. Focus on what's in front of you for today. You can't worry about tomorrow. You cannot worry about yesterday. Yesterday is in the past, and the future, it hasn't arrived yet. But the present, as they always say, is the greatest gift that you're given because you are living in it.
Exactly.
And that's how I would define trying to walk with integrity. It's all about progress each and every day.
True. Exactly. It's might be more than we can chew, but to just grab it on its basic context, it's adherence to moral and ethical principle, soundness of moral character, and honesty. Um, just this morning, I was just a quick story too. I was given a good view of what integrity stands for in one of the people that I was with in the Zoom meeting, and it was just the three of us, and I practically saw how men of integrity talks, and you being, watching how they discuss things, and you know that there's no deception. You know that there is no one is trying to be better than the other. No one is trying to find what is more beneficial than the other. Instead, they were talking on the level. They were discussing things as partners to whoever. It's a mutual benefit situation, and it was a discussion of a different company to the other.
Hmm.
And you just know that these guys are both gentlemen. These people are with integrity. They
And how
don't.
did that make you feel? How did that make you feel when you?
Oh man, I felt privileged, and I was every time I'm in the middle of that kind of situation, I always try to just listen, feel, and absorb
Mm.
what good things I can get, or what nice things I can live by that experience. Because to me, it's like one of those things that you just say priceless.
Mm.
Um, it's God's way. To me, it's God's way of showing me, this is how you're supposed to do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Um, and the good thing about that is I know the history of these two guys.
Wow.
These two guys had been a part of my growth in the profession that I was in, and to see the whole profession, and to see these guys, um, being different from the many. of people that I know. I'm sorry, but I know that doesn't have integrity in themselves.
Mm.
Just
Mm.
makes it more priceless.
Mm.
And I'm glad that I was able to be the one that was able to set up that particular meeting. You know, I
Um,
you will in my line of work. I'm privileged as well to be able to meet these people, these kind of people, and if they don't know each other, I I I I am given the particular skill set to be able to link them together. Um,
Phenomenal.
and I try not to take that for granted. I always make sure that oh, you're perfect in talking to this guy. Oh, you have to talk to this guy. It's your thinking and this guy's thinking is, you gotta. And for whom? It's not for me, but for whoever that they can be able to help, if they can be able to share it with other people. Just like what we're going to do in the next couple of episodes of this program. We'll be inviting some of them. We'll
That's
be in.
awesome.
We'll be interviewing them. You get to interview them
Let's do
because
it.
most of them, um, uh, they also have an idea. They also know the same principles or beliefs in the U.S. Um, but it makes it too challenging to apply it in the Philippines because for some reason there's still this dogma
Hmm.
of that's the first world country, you can't do that here in third world country kind of thinking. Dude,
Mm.
there's no more first world, second world, third world country when it comes to character.
Wow.
You have to transcend from that. Actually, it kind of makes me think that weren't they supposed to be better? Because being in third world makes you really suffer or face the consequences of the things that uh, of our situation. Why we are called third world. So therefore, you should be able to think out of the box
That's
because you're trying
interesting.
to survive.
I-
When you're trying to
mhm.
survive a bread a day, from hand to mouth, um, it's not even paycheck to paycheck. Literally hand to mouth. There's no paycheck because paychecks is like, yeah, you know that you're looking forward to something that you will get at the end of the week or every 15 days. But for those who doesn't have anything that to look forward to every 15 days, what they only have to look forward to is that next hustle that they can get so that they can be able to buy that next meal for them to give to their kids.
Mm.
That's how it is. That's what third world is. And if you can think through that, then, bro, aren't you like more than the first world? Because you're literally trying to survive like
Yeah, you're
one
tapping
bread
in.
after the other.
You're tapping in. Go ahead. I listen. I'm hearing you. I this.
Well, actually, that's how I'm trying to see things. Because if you're really um in rock bottom, because there's so many versions of rock bottom, and when I've heard many rock bottom stories, and sometimes I'm amazed because their rock bottom stories are like many versions of their rock bottom. So
Okay.
I'm like, dude, I no, out of respect and courtesy, I don't try to bust their chops and say, dude, that's your rock bottom. I try not to, but it's just that when you hear it and you've heard some that are, then dude, what's their rock bottom like? Really, really bottom of the bottom rock
It's the
compared to
levels, right?
yours.
It's the
Yeah, because
levels.
what am I trying to say? When we say rock bottom, is to other people that are listening, who are asking themselves and saying, "What's rock bottom?" Okay, that is when you really don't have anything because you've lost everything, that and you can't really think of anything else to be able to make your things work. That's rock bottom.
Yeah, you have nothing,
And
and you're building from ground up.
you lost it the hard way.
Yeah,
Um, there were so many people that were good in life, that lost everything because of some dumb decision that they decided on in their life, and they punished themselves so hard that it led them rock bottom. But there are also people that are victims of circumstance, and I say victims of circumstance, that really become rock bottom because those are the circumstances and those are the cards that they were given to be dealt with, and it just doesn't seem to make any better. It's like every hand after the other is like just getting you deeper and deeper on the hole. And that's those people are like bottom of the rock, bottom of the bottom of the rock.
yeah, yeah. Underneath the water, right? It's like yeah. There's no nothing underneath this. This is where it's at, man.
if 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 there's such thing as 6 feet under, this one is like 6,000 feet under.
Yeah, we didn't know we can go that deep, right? We didn't know we can even go that far.
and
Crazy.
and right, and the point that I'm trying to drive at is for these people, speaking about the third world, or I don't really know what third world really is. Literally, is it economically or whatever? But to me, the definition of a person being on that 6,000 feet under that I was trying to say is just, and being able to get out of it makes him a person of more wisdom, especially if he was able to get out of it in such
Sure.
a way that his integrity and dignity and self-respect was grew from that. Because this guy, whoever has made it, has gone to hell and was able to got out of it, and and by praising him, dude, that's the kind of person, that's the first world that I want to for everyone to see.
That's
That's a
very
person
interesting.
of integrity. I know one person, just like any other. It's not that I'm a little biased because I'm his son, but but
Yeah.
I wasn't much of a fan,
Hmm.
but I can say that guy is a man of integrity, um, and not just integrity, legacy. And to me, when I saw that transformation, again, being a person of privilege, to see how a growth of such magnitude became of one person that is so hated by so many, not everyone, but just so many, especially some of the people that are closest to him, was able to not just gain the respect of those people back, but now he became an example of what they should become. Is that, my friend, if you're able to do that, you're one in my you're one of the 10 people I can place on my 5-page book.
Well, yeah, well, with that being said, I want to give tips to the men, the women, the elders, and the youth that are listening right now to this. There's 5 easy tips that you can start that journey, all right, of walking in integrity and understanding your own beautiful makeup, right? Your beautiful identity, because everyone who is listening right now to this show, your identity is special. It's only one of you, right? And because there's only one of you, there's a uniqueness, there's a gift that you've been given that you need to share to the world. And if you never get the chance to, and you're stuck at rock bottom, as Mike was speaking about earlier, you may never have the opportunity, like the man he was speaking of, to see the shift and the change, right, in other people because of the life decisions that you made after the negativity. And so the first 5 tips I would give is, and Mike, you spoke about it earlier. The first is change your environment, right? Change your environment. And it's not just your physical environment, it's your mental environment, right? And how do you do that? What books are you reading? What stories are you hearing? Is it gossip or is it stories on leadership? Right? Is it is it negativity or is it positivity or things of people overcoming? Right? Fill your mind with the right stuff so your environment and your mind changes and the people will also change. Number 2, have a place where you can reflect. The more you reflect on the decisions you make every single day, you'll know where you fall and you'll know where you rise. So now that you're reading as the first step, and then number 2, you're reflecting, writing down things about how you feel and decisions you made for the day, you now can apply that. Number 3, listen, get a mentor, right? Get someone who can, and Mike spoke about that earlier, someone helped him in his professional career, which also impacted his personal lifestyle, right? Having a mentor. Use this show, right? We could be your mentors just for the season that you're in, right? If you can't go and find someone to help you out, we'll be here for you. As you continue to show up and listen to the show, it'll help, right? Have a mentor. The fourth thing would be to dream and dream big, right? Don't settle for what's in front of you. There is more out there for you. And if you allow yourself to dream big and have that imagination of what could be, it'll motivate you. You'll get excited about the vision that you're starting to see, what you're picturing your life could look like in a positive way, not a negative way, but a positive way. And then the last tip that we'll give you is to just do it. Because what is it to read, to learn, to reflect if you're not going to take action? You have to take action and do it. And guess what? It's going to be hard. It's not going to be the most liked decisions that people like you, the most liked decision from others. But like we talked about, walking in integrity of heart is being in line with who you are and the vision you see and doing the hard things even when it doesn't look good at first. Because sometimes the hard things in the beginning is what gives you the blessings later on. And so those are tips for the men, women, and youth and elders that are watching this right now. And hopefully you were moved by Mike's story, because I was. It was a beautiful one.
With that, we now set a question: why is integrity important? And we've basically covered that ground technically with all of the sharings that you were able to listen to the past couple of minutes. And we just want to emphasize that in this reading that I was able to research on, it says, why is integrity important? There are several reasons why integrity is so important. And I'm reaching out to all of my police officer friends, to all of my security officer friends, to whether you like me or you don't, it doesn't matter. This is for you. First, well, of course, add this to what you've already heard, what Chris was said a while ago, and what I was able to share with you guys too. First, living a life of integrity means that we never have to spend time or energy questioning ourselves. Now, especially, some of the people I love, people close and not close, that was supposed to be close. I'm reaching out to you guys, and this is for you. When we listen to our hearts and do the right thing, life becomes simple or simpler. Our life and our actions are open for everyone to see, and we don't have to worry about hiding anything. There's such a gift. That's why that's very important, because you get to feel a gift that is within that. What is that gift? You really don't care of the small things, especially the bad ones. and even the big ones, it doesn't really affect you when you have those. And what affects you would just make you stronger even more as a person of integrity when it happens. And that's one of the gifts that I really want the people deserving or who are willing to open their hearts and their minds in the direction that we're talking about, which is integrity, and uh, let them make them receive that. For it has many forms of it has many forms, and it is called in many names. For some, it's like discernment. For some, it's renewal of faith. It's called so many things, but technically, in my opinion, it is because of just like what Chris was saying. It changes on how you see things. It changes your environment, and having that kind of environment in your mind, in your heart, makes things better in your life. No matter, it doesn't really matter if you live in this small of a house and you're like, you're just like moving. Your house is just as big as a 2 by 2 room. It doesn't really matter if you have that integrity in you.
Mm.
If you have that awakening in you, things are even sweeter in that 2 by 2 room.
A lot of work. A lot of work can be done.
You know, I where are we coming from? Life's experiences or life's challenges, the things that we went through in our life challenges, apart from our training, apart from some book reading, etc., etc. Again, we're not. I just don't want people to think that we're all knowing and stuff like that. We're not. We're like far from it.
Flawed human beings with a lot of
we're,
grace and wisdom.
we're just like you. We might even be worse, but in our bad times. But what makes us human is when we err.
Yeah.
When we make mistakes is what makes us a better person.
Mhm.
Just as long as you don't, you don't swim on that ego or that mistake.
I'm
Because when you
swimming it.
start swimming on it and loathing on it, that's when everything goes south. That's when everything goes worse.
You're like, well, how did I get here? Right? That's the guy. Like, what? How did I even get here? I thought I was above water. Right? You thought you were above water, and now you're swimming underneath it. I think you're hitting the nail right on the head. That's super important to know that. Keep going, please. I'm writing. Hold on, let me get my book because I'm writing down these notes too.
Yeah, you can replay this because I might not be able to say the same words again.
True. So make sure if you're listening, if you know someone that this will help, share this video with them, share this media, this beautiful feed, because what it will allow them to do is also listen to some of these tips and nuggets and write down notes. And so we're so thankful for everyone watching now, but if you know someone that this will help, please share it with them.
Oh, the program before, the first program, the previous program is now getting 2,000 likes and
Wow.
views.
Wow.
So I'm surprised that it's going that way. I just hope to my Filipino friends and to my usual listeners, the security guards, people of general labor worker. That's I think that's the right word to say it. But to my fellow Filipino citizens or aking mga kababayan Pilipino, in all frontline work right now,
Mm,
um, you're doing a noble thing.
mm.
Stop beating yourself up. Stop thinking that you're being judged or there are some dumb people trying to pull you down. dude, just do what you're already doing. You're a frontline worker. You're essential. You're even called the name that you're being called to, a frontliner and an
Hmm.
essential worker. Don't you even, if in case you don't know, when you say you're essential, it means that you're needed. So
Necessary.
you're necessary, and
Without
so
you, what
true.
happens?
So just from that standpoint, stand up, be
Mhm.
proud because you're men and women of integrity. Live on it. Um, uh, well, grow on that particular seed because
For
you're
sure.
standing on firm ground of integrity.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Whatever decisions that you make today will impact tomorrow. And so stand tall.
You know,
Stand.
we just actually gave a different not the different version, but just a broader explanation of integrity.
Hmm.
And again, that was our whole program last week. And now it became a whole program of our program today again.
I think it's important. I mean,
I
think about
agree.
it. Before you grow into the other areas, right? You're always going to, the saying goes, you fall to your preparation. You don't rise to the occasion. You only fall to your preparation. And so if focusing on integrity is helping people in their preparation to what's to come, this is far more important because at the end of the day, when we go on and something else happens, hopefully the words that they're hearing and the experience that they're having today by watching this, whether you're watching it live or watching it on replay, that this will touch you in such a way that it will give you the confidence to stand even when you feel like you're being attacked, stand even when you feel like you're being made fun of, and stand even when you don't think it's worth it. Because you have to remember this, you are worth it. Even when the situation doesn't seem like it's worth it, you are. And because you are worth it, you make everything around you worth it. And I'll say that one more time. Just because a circumstance or situation doesn't seem like it's worth it, it still doesn't change that you are worth it. You will always be worth it. You're essential. You're a frontliner. You're a person of character. And because you are a person of character, you can change your environment. You can change everything around you because it overflows into the places that you walk. And so I want to encourage you to smile, stand tall, and to know that you are worth it. And when you embrace that, that's where integrity becomes a little bit simpler to walk into.
So you guys got it, okay? So as everyone wrote down the things that they need to write down, that's those are good pointers, and I hope don't just make it a hallmark moment, okay? Don't just post it in your portraits and whatnot. Um, you hear it, put it in your heart, and live it, because these are things that we hope that we can give you to be part of a better life. We're not, we can't. I'm a firm believer of charity and doing good deeds, but we do things uh, and share things in how and what we have, through how and what we have, how we think we can do it, and what we have, so we can help others. We have I have a radio program, and I have a brother-in-law that thinks like this, and I have a good family that that supports me, and supports everything that has something to do with good family life
Mm.
and better future, better environment. So we're just sharing this with you guys, and in the hope that this now becomes our platform of charity, or just a discussion that you happen to just eavesdrop on.
Definitely, right? And it's one of those things where jump into the conversation, right? Like some of the comments now that we're seeing coming in.
Yeah, we have a few comments now, and hold on. Let me see if we're done with the whole. Well, yeah, I think we're done with integrity. First, living a life of integrity means that we never have to spend time or energy questioning ourselves. When we listen to our hearts and do the right thing, life becomes simple. Our life and our actions are open for everyone to see, and we don't have to worry about hiding anything. So that's it. That's the last thing that we need to read for integrity as one of the 8 characteristics of professionalism. It's like a whole tree that we're trying to dissect, and this is the tree of professionalism. Well, this is the one of the big trunk of the tree of Psalm 101.
Yeah.
And this big trunk, which is the basic trunk of what things branches out from it, is professionalism, service, attitude, leadership, and management. This is the whole tree of Psalm, and we're just on the third branch. Well, third piece of the trunk.
I love it.
So we have 8, 1, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 4 more to go through. So we can read now. Holy Carabao. Someone here commented, and you have to explain, brother, because this one is not mine. I think this is yours.
Which one we're going to go to, where it says Grace or where it says Bernie or
No, I
Vic?
think the one that's for you.
Oh, okay. So
you guys are. Go ahead.
You guys are very inspiring. Such a great listen. Everyone should seriously be tuning into this.
Hey, there's a share button. There's a share button, and there's a subscribe button. Everyone that's lining up and watching this and hearing this, just click it.
I love this. I love how people are feeling that this is their show, right? It's not just us. It's us together, right?
Dude, we're just the people that are talking through this tube. I don't even know where I'm getting what I'm saying.
Look at this.
From the heart, though. That's one thing that's important.
I think that is amazing. It's coming. Can we also put up Bernie's too? Look at this.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I'll read this one. Bernie E. Signel. Good evening, bro Mike and Sir Chris Ward Jr. Really and inspiring topics that can turn someone's life in right direction. Watching your program in Facebook live from Bacolod City. That's Region 6. I think no, that's the other side of where you went.
Okay.
Because Chris was able to go to Palawan.
Yes. And I'm coming back.
This one is in the Visayas. It's the other side of that map.
Okay. All right. So I'll put that on my list.
You have to go there. There are many resorts too in that area. Bernie, please tell Sir Chris Ward, as you put it, says here, Sir Chris Ward Jr.
I think that's the first time I've ever been called sir.
The Queen just ordained you. You didn't know it, but Sir Christopher Ward Jr. Bernie, just post here. Give us some background of your region, so Chris would know how many good things that they can visit there in your place. To everyone that's listening that wants to enlighten Chris or how nice the Philippines is, and how many islands and what are on those islands are, just place it here, type it here in the comment section. You can talk to Chris from the comment section. We'll read it. I'll read it.
Yeah, read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. I think we have more people jumping in. I'm loving this. I'm loving
I
it.
know. So are you for 1 hour or you're 2 hours? Because I know if you go more than 1 hour, something's gonna happen to you. So
I think I have another 10 minutes. I think I have another 10 minutes.
okay, so let's read through this. So we got everyone covered. Listen. Okay, we have for those who joined us, we have Feli Real, Noel Kimoro, Juvert Trevuch, Sunshine, the
Beautiful,
twin.
beautiful one over there. That's one. That one's for you. That one's for you.
I know. It's one of my blessings, brother. Unfinished Senni Sub, RPSPU 5, PSPG. Who else? We have Ricardo. I can't open some of them. So we'll just read here. Okay, who do we have now? We have can you see this?
Let's see.
Juvert Trevuch, he
Yes.
said, or it says here, good evening, sir. Anghel de la Guardia, thank you. And we have a good friend, Feli Real, good evening, sir Mike, La Guardia, Datuin. And it says here to Vic D. Buster Della, good evening, sir Mike, stay safe. And then we have Bernie, and with what he said, he says there, yeah, good evening, bro Mike and Sir Chris Ward Jr. Sir Chris Ward Jr.
Sir Chris Ward.
Really?
I'm putting it on the shirt. I'm putting it on the shirt. I am Sir Chris Ward Jr.
You have to start wearing a suit, brother. You have to wear that James Bond thing.
It'll maybe next episode, next show.
Really inspiring topics that can turn someone's life in right direction. It's one of the things we hope, brother.
Yes.
Watching your program in Facebook Live from Bacolod City. That we had Grace with what she shared. You guys are very inspiring, such a great listen. Everyone should seriously be tuning into this. We have to hear more about Grace Ward, because I know that this person also knows so many things that she could share.
She could.
And from many perspective, this person owns a business created a business from scratch. So
For sure.
you guys, Grace, start sharing. We're gonna read it. You can join in. From time to time, you throw in your wisdom, sister.
Yes, we would love it.
Marlon and Marlon, okay. Marlon Antonio Avancenia. Nice watching here, Sir Mike from Santo Domingo, Quezon City.
Woo!
So Sunshine already said, watching with you, Grace Swart.
Look at that. Tag team.
So Bernie Sinya, Bacolod City is the capital city of Negros Occidental. Bacolod City is also known as the City of Smile, the famous Mascara Festival. Place it in the map, Bernie.
Yeah,
Place it in the map. So
I'm coining that. Yeah.
So Chris will start talking to his travel planner.
For sure.
And
For sure.
start creating their travel plans. You know that Negros is where many of the sugar plantations are at.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why it's City of Smiles, because they smile a lot because they're high in sugar a lot. I was just kidding.
I can't bring my
Guys,
sons. I can't bring my sons in. There'll be too much sugar. They'll eat everything.
You haven't eaten a raw sugar plant. Is that no? What do you call that? Tubo.
Sugar cane?
Sugar cane. Yeah. Have you?
I think when I was a lot younger, we had my grandmother owned the farm. So yeah, I don't remember
South Carolina?
North Carolina. North
Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's we have lots of that in Bacolod, because that's where most of their business, their farm, sugar cane farms.
Oh, nice. I can't wait to go. Thank you. Thank you, Kuya Bernie. Thank you.
And okay, Ed Abalos Torres shared, Ed, mabuhay ka, Mike. Mabuhay ka, my friend Mike Datuin. God bless you always. Stay safe, Mike. Thank
Love it.
you, brother Ed Abalos. You know, it's a pleasure. You know, this guy is also a good guy, a good friend. Thank you, Ed. You take care of yourself because we only live once, and once we start learning things in life, we have to start being nice. I'm also from Negros Oriental, my friend.
Oh,
Oh, okay. People there are very friendly. Oh, ayan ha. You know that we there's a saying in our country that people from that region speaks with um uh uh how do you say that, harmonious tone
yes,
with
yes.
certain harmony and dialect. There's like a we call that lambing. You have to ask
Lambing,
your wife that. What's that? What does lambing mean?
labing,
Um,
labing. Like,
it's like you say that in English. Um, cheesy. They're like
okay.
so sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're from Bacolod because they're so sweet.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That was a setup right there.
I set up myself.
I love that. I love that. It's so sweet. Okay, I like it. I like it. Well, I can't wait to put that on the
Yeah,
list.
that's the sugar capital. That's
I love
these
it.
are
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. We're excited. We're excited to wake up every Friday or Friday morning my time or but Friday evening 8 p.m. 9 p.m. in the Philippines, and this is exciting. It's exciting to do life with all of you. And so thank you for having me.
brother boy Havillanar Picar was
Mhm.
watching. Is watching, and Juni Olay is also watching. This guy also is a man of integrity. Juni Olay.
Mm.
I've known this guy, and he's a former military man, but also had gone through so many things in life, and I've seen him. He's a man of integrity. He's
Mm.
okay in my book. If you're listening, sir, I'm not saying it just because you're listening. Even if even if you don't hear it or see it, it's just my opportunity to honor you. Thank you, sir, for your friendship and kindness. I wish you well. Um, so Feli Real said, "Good evening, Sir Chris. Keep safe always. God bless."
God
So
bless you as
Feli,
well.
story of Feli is she's a frontline force multiplier. She works, she volunteers her services at the midnight shift
Wow.
peacekeeping officer. They're like neighborhood watch.
Wow.
And she's one of the leaders. She's the leader. She was the one who created that group.
Well, Feli, is that how you say it? Feli?
Feli Real.
Feli Real. Thank you so much. God bless you and stay safe as well. What you're
She's
doing is essential and a lot of integrity is necessary. So thank you for what you do and bringing the
she
peace.
she's the same age, a little over moms. So
Mm,
I know. That's what I said.
wow.
Whenever I call her Ate Feli.
Ate Feli. Ate Feli. Well, I'm going to call her Ate Feli too.
There you go.
God bless you,
So
Ate Feli.
that goes our hour. And to those who still wish to make place a comment, give their shout outs. And see, told you she's listening. Thank you too, Sir Chris. Yeah. That's another person of integrity right there. I have to tell
Mm,
you, the facing life on life's terms, and this is exactly what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to encourage everyone to create this group of positivity, and not just you guys have to also share it. Where if there was a part of my life that I really um wanted to share to everyone is the learning
Mm.
from that part of my life. So these guys also have those learning, and this is the place that we share them, guys. Ed, Bernie, Atifeli, join us, Grace, Sunshine, join us in commenting, join us in sharing. Marlon Ovencena, Vic, and the others, Sir June Olay, join us in sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and your wisdom, so we can be able to share to the world what it is to walk with integrity. Um, we are. I will walk with integrity of heart within my house.
Mm.
I will not. I will. Brother, can you see that? I'm not wearing my glasses.
I think you have to share it with me so I can see.
It's the screen,
Oh, which one? Oh, where did you
the
stop?
Bible verse.
Oh, I will walk with integrity of heart within my house. I will not set before my eyes anything that is worthless. I hate the work of those who fall away. It shall not cling to me.
Brother, with that, please give a closing prayer.
Oh, we'd love to. We'd love to. If you're listening and watching this right now, live or on replay, I just want you to close your eyes and let your heart be able to embrace this. Heavenly Father, we first thank you for who you are, the integrity that you showcase on an everyday basis. We ask that, Lord, that you would be honored by our words today, that you would touch those that are listening, those that feel like they're struggling and not worth it. May you instill confidence in them. May your unconditional love make them feel accepted, validated, and acknowledged. And as they feel validated and acknowledged, may it overflow into their homes, which will overflow into their workplace and overflow into their community. We know that you love all of us because of the uniqueness that you've created in us. And Lord, we just give you the praise for that. And so by the sound of my voice, may people feel different because of what they've heard today and what they will continue to hear for weeks to come. May you bless Mike, Kuya Michael, and his family. May you bless this show. And may you bless all those who are in need of your love. And may they have a great weekend until they see us again. And so, Lord, we thank you for that. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. You have to greet two people,
Okay, I'm ready.
Mom and Veronica.
Okay. Hi, Veronica. This is Sir Chris. No. I just want to say hello and thank you, Veronica, for watching and connecting. And we pray that when you see this, you are all smiles, even if you're not in the sugarcane capital, that you're all smiles, and that you were blessed by this. And then, of course, mom.
Just
We
tell
know you.
her. Tell her. Just look at the top of the screen on the right side. Right side, it says live, Mom.
This is live. It is not it hasn't been pre-recorded. It's just live, Mom. We love you. We love you. We love you. You are the glue to the family. We cannot do this without you. You are the shining light to this family. When you're around, things are better. When you're around, things get better. When you're around, things are improved. And I want you to know that you are loved unconditionally every single day by this family. And thank you so much for supporting us, even when we don't understand how important that is. So we appreciate you and we love you.
Whatever he said, Mom, times 3. I'm gonna do it like that. I had to do it like that.
Gotta put a little bit on it.
So this is from us to everyone that listened and that was able to be blessed with the information that was shared there in this program tonight. We hope that you bring it with you, put it in your heart, ingrain it in your mind, and live it. This is for you. This is God's gift to you. May you all be able to share this, not just the program, but what you have heard and what you have listen to. So, so I have to talk to them in Tagalog again. To everyone, with all the things that has a beginning, there's an end. May umpisa at may katapusan, na may marami po tayong napulot na aral. I hope everyone was able to learn many things with this program, and magagandang halimbawa, good examples, and good stories that can help inspire you guys in everything that we go through in life. Sa hamon, lahat ng hamon sa buhay. Pag tama ang kalaman, if we know better, then safety and security will and peace of mind will always be there. Ito po ang inyong lingkod. This is your hosts, Chris Ward Jr. and Mike LaGuardia, Datuin. I was about to say Junior. Nag-aayayan sa susunod, inviting everyone till next broadcast every Friday, 8 p.m. Join us. No one's exempted. Uh, Come and join us. Uh, La Guardia News Online FB page, and also to the same station, Armed Forces Radio, DWDD 1134 kilohertz AM band. Replay every Saturdays from 3 to 5 p.m. Mike LaGuardia, the Datuin Facebook page, Anghel de La Guardia, and La Guardia News page. Chris, your page?
Chris Ward Jr. Facebook page, Chris Ward Jr. Instagram, Chris Ward Jr. Twitter, Chris Ward Jr. everything. So I would love to I would love to connect with all of you. Yeah, say hello. I don't bite, so say hello, and I would love to say hello back, and maybe come teach me some Tagalog as well, so that I can impress Kuya Michael here. I want to impress him next time I'm here. So
you got to greet your two kids, bro.
Oh, it wouldn't be right if
Shout
I didn't.
out.
Yes, to my two lovable young men, my two princes, Richard Xavier. I want to say hello to you. I'm so proud of you and what you do every day. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I have to say hello to Jordan Michael. And I know I know Kuya Michael loves that because we named him after you, after him. And I want to let you know that I love you. I love you. I love you. And that every day I see you smile, you brighten up my day. And so thank you to my two boys for even allowing me to do this as well.
Who are you again, brother?
So my name is Chris Ward Jr., brother-in-law to Kuya Michael Datuin. And that's all. I don't really have anything else. No.
Is Mike LaGuardia, the twin, saying, nagpapaalala, we're reminding everyone that the security and safety is everybody's responsibility. Every people, I'm trying to translate this in English because it's written in Tagalog.
Do it in Tagalog. Do it in Tagalog.
Bawat mamamayan, mapasaan ka man, lakasan ng loob at magtiwala. Trust, because all of us have our own Anghel de la Guardias. God bless you guys, and have a nice evening.
Have a good evening.